Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be playing a deck that's based on human civilization. So we're starting with kind of the very basic, the very first primitive humans, which are, the cavemen, the barbarians, just very primitive creatures. Then after that kind of came the discovery of fire. A little bit after that was the medieval times when they started getting a little bit more modern, making armor, making some advancements in that kind of field. Then the discovery of gunpowder started making cannons and more advanced weapons that they used during that time. Then they started making those weapons more compact into rifles, which was obviously used in the Civil War and other examples. So then, a couple hundred years ago, we discovered and began to harness electricity, and then we started making that electricity even more compact, into cell phones and into smaller devices. And then in the future civilizations, there's going to be a nuclear war, and we're all going to be eviscerated. Not actually. Hopefully not. But this is the human civilization deck. I'm kind of curious as to how it's gonna go. We have a couple of cool dynamics like the Night Graveyard, and Evo Barb should be good on defense, and we have a little bit of air defense as well. So hopefully we can win a game today. And one of the things that was on my mind today, which is along the human kind of civilization lines, is how I'm grateful to be born in this time, even though there is quite a bit of like suicide and depression rates are really high, crime's really high, although there are a lot of things that aren't what am I trying to say? Although there are quite a few downsides, there's also so many upsides, like with technology. Like imagine being born in a time when you had an infection in your leg and you couldn't just treat it with antibiotics and you had to have your leg amputated. Or imagine being born in a time when you had a family member that lived across the world and you could simply get on your cell phone and call them or text them, and you had to write them a letter and then deliver it via horseback and wait months for their reply, and you couldn't FaceTime them. And it's just like, it just kind of got me thinking, like, I'm grateful to be born in this time when we have this technology, when we have these advances, because we've been around for thousands of years, and just in the recent, just in the last 30-40 years have a lot of really big advancements being made. So I'd encourage you to take a look around your surroundings to see what you can be grateful for, because at the very least you can be grateful for that. And I talked about this I think a few videos ago, but life is kind of about what you look for. So if you look for the good, you're going to find it. If you look for the bad, you're going to find that too. And so, if you look for things that you can be grateful for, then you may have a more positive outlook on life. And I think that's why a lot of people have a like a gratitude journal, because it's just something physical that they can write in every day. That's just a physical reminder of what is going well in their life, things they have that they can be grateful for. And so that's something that I'd encourage you guys to do. It's something that I should probably do. I don't do it, but I probably should, because it's a good way to help you see how blessed and how grateful you are. And so that's just one of the things that I was thinking about is, we're born in a pretty cool time, We have a lot of really cool technology that is helping us in a lot of ways, and although the world is kind of tumultuous in a lot of ways as well, it's like honestly, I would much rather be born in this time than the time when I, had to, like, some of the medical procedures at the time are crazy, just because they didn't know what to do, so they just decided to cut a whole limb off or something crazy. And I'm like, you know what, I'm grateful that I'm born in this time where that doesn't have to happen. So let's see if maybe we can focus for the last little bit and win here. Does he have the ability? Okay, he wasted it there. Let's see if we can protect the musketeer, maybe. Alright, I think we go barbs before it has the opportunity to jump. And then we go E-Spirit to clear out the bats. And then might as well do that. I know we don't have a tank for the graveyard, but we might as well do this to force out some elixir. And this is actually a close game. I have a feeling, does he have a big, I don't think he's used a big spell yet, but I know a lot of Archer Queen players use a big spell, so hopefully he doesn't have that. And well, that is a disheartening loss. Anyway, hope you have a great day today. Hope you guys can maybe start a gratitude journal or something, so that it might help you have a little bit of a better outlook, because human civilization has come a long way, especially in the last 50 years. So grateful to be born at this particular time, because in my opinion, the late 2000s to early 2010s was the best time to be alive and to grow up. So anyway, hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.